crossing points where he's writing to his buddy or Allen Ginsberg and writing these things that he put in his books.
We're gonna buy something the cat brand new.
We did the show in Quebec City. They drugged Arnie off to the Kerouac bar because they figured he had the best French accent of the whole bunch.
You're kidding.
We had to do the show in French.
Now you're finding that out 20 years after the fact.
I don't even speak English.
They drug you off to the Kerouac bar because they loved you, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you remember.
So I had the most French accent?
No,
I wasn't
he thought
with
he was your favorite. You were his favorite Kerouac host.
Oh, really? Well, you remember my story about the How guy.
Ginsberg, sure.
Ginsberg, yes. He came up to me.
Yeah.
How old guy?
We all are.
Anyway, he came up to you after the show, right?
He came up after the show and he said, "You were too dramatic." And I didn't know what to say, and then I saw him do his thing, and I thought to myself, he had a lot of nerve.
He came up to me and he said, "A good selection of text. Of course, the Kerouac, you can't go wrong."
I mean, how many people get to meet Allen Ginsberg
He stole my beer.
in Quebec?
Yeah.
Right, no kidding.
And it's because back Jack in Toledo, and this group was invited to go up, and there's Ginsberg, and there's
Ferlinghetti, the whole crew.
Ferlinghetti, and what's the pianist
Cassidy,
name?
Little, yeah.
I mean, they met them.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
You know, and if any of you are members of, or those of you that are not members of, the Facebook Jack Kerouac group, the Beat group, the Jazz of the Beat Generation group, these are all moderated by a wonderful Kerouac scholar that Nick knows, Dave Moore. I encourage you, if you're Facebookers, to join these groups. They know the Toledo Back to Jack show so well. It's revered out there in the Kerouac cosmos as a really, wonderful recognition. So anyhow, there are three groups out there that I know of. One is Jazz of the Beat Generation, one is the Jack Kerouac group, and one is the Beat Generation group, all moderated by Dave Moore, who Nick met, I think, in the context of the Lowell show.
Yeah.
How many people were at Tiffany's?
Oh, I love Kerouac.
Those days.
I was past it.
Chuck, you were there? Really? I love it.
One night, I forget what it was.
I
One year
think
we
I
did.
was pregnant.
One year we did 2 shows. We did 2 shows at Tiffany's, a small room. A lot of people were coming in. I believe we never were
Wine
the
bar.
show. And
Hey,
I had to move some kind of a gate or something with my son, who was taking tickets at the door, and Joel Hazard came in his leather coat, of course. And I said, "Give me a hand, Joel." And we moved. I said, "Jesus Christ, you're wrecked." He said, "Yeah, I've always wanted to do this, tone the show out of my mind." The second night, he did a great job.
Well, let's.
Arnie, stand up and show your t-shirt. All the places that they do.
Just like this one.
There you go.
Arnie, if you wanted to auction off that T-shirt, it'd go home like, bare chest.
Every one
And
of
on
them
the
had
back.
a different face.
And on
a
the back,
different
6-year
Kerouac on
run of the show.
Show up your front.
Yeah.
Show your front.
Show your front.
Show it to here.
We've seen enough.
Well, we did the t-shirts, I mean, that was '89, so we did the t-shirts like a rock group.
Yeah.
You know, all the guys
On the
they
back, a
appeared.
6-year run, including we did it at the old Toledo House of Corrections, because I was teaching in the jail, and we did it floor level in the commissary or the restaurant, or wherever it was, the 8, I know there's some place where somebody in the cast pulled the cigarette out, the guy walked up and lit it for him. Working a short floor level.
Yeah, that was at White House
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not there anymore.
No, it's gone,
I'll tell you one amazing thing that happened from Nick
Get over your shirt.
going the back to Jack. When he first did it, he asked Don McKibben. Not only did he meet Don McKibben, but Don McKibben was a little crazy at mental problems.
Oh, yeah.
And I lived in the same apartment building with him right across the hall. But anyway, Don had real serious mental problems. He'd seem okay, and then all of a sudden you couldn't understand what the hell he was talking about. But anyway, once, and this from the time he was like a little kid, but once Nick got him into Back to Jack, from that point onward, he got way better
He had a structure.
and
Structure
functioned
like
better.
Huh.
And it was like, I thought it was almost like a miracle.
It's really,
It was wonderful.
Yeah. Don's the
And he
kind
was
of guy.
better the rest of his life, as long as he lived.
Dr. Doc would have a conversation with you, and he'd take a
That was a
turn in the
beautiful
middle of
thing,
the block where there was
beautiful
no
thing.
alley.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I thought. He'd go on we start a conversation, he'd go off on a tangent, then he'd go off on a tangent from the tangent, and etc. And then I lost about where we started, and somehow he brought it back.
Mad
And it makes sense.
But,
Yeah, but, no,
He
Bob.
never got completely better, but he
You were-
improved.
Yeah, you were completely right in him improving,
Yeah.
because I don't know if it was the correlation of him.
Oh, no, I noticed
Back
it.
to
I
Jack.
noticed it as soon
But
as he
He came around.
was in Back
you
to
know?
Jack, he
Yeah.
just got
I
better.
didn't connect it with that.
Well, Bob, you told me years ago that it also had to do with his enormous intake of cannabis.
Yeah.
They made him better. You did, you said it helped make him better.
I think it had something, wasn't it Vietnam, wasn't he in Vietnam? as
No,
well?
No,
There was something
boats,
else.
the boats.
Great
he
Lakes.
got to Vietnam was Walter
The
Lake
Fry.
Freighters.
It was lake freighters, the
Lake
boats
freighters.
and
The story that I heard, you had to piece it together, is he worked the lake freighters, he was working there after he got out of high school. And they worked like 20-hour shifts or something, so he started taking a lot of speed and burned him out, and he said, they put me in the Maritime Crazy House for a year. But he had root problems.
but
Never got the whole story.
But he took hold of his, whatever poems he assigned, and he studied them, and he worked on the text, and
He'd write them out in crayon. That was him, multicolored crayon.
he had crayons so that he could figure out when he was supposed to say high words, low words,
Whatever.
in the middle, and how to do the French, but he learned it. And he was great. God was great. Arnie was great. Joel was great. I mean, it was a wonderful production.
He moved to Johnny Hi-Fi too.
Hi, Johnny, high five.
He's actually Johnny Hi-Fi that turned to
Johnny
be in the
Newmark.
old Ottawa Tavern.
You might
Said,
know him as Johnny
you know,
Newmark.
we gotta do a Kerouac thing, because he was out of
Yeah, Johnny
Massachusetts
Newmark.
himself. And so we started the show.
He had the
with him.
right accent.
Oh, yeah, he's from Mass. Little. Little lady,
The rain has filled the bird bath again, almost.
Any other names of,
When I go out and like see those, perpetual bird baths.
I like all the Petit-Jean poems.
any other names of people who were in the original or over the years that aren't here today?
Jim Bishop was the pianist
Pianist.
for
The pianist.
numerous shows.
and,
A wonderful pianist. Played Cindy in My Wedding.
Bob, where's Bob?
I just went to the Giants.
Okay. There was that alto saxophone player, his name won't come to me right now.
Oh,
He
yeah.
came in once, because they were doing that jazz, he even walked from the back of the room blowing his top.
Right, freeform.
That was nice,
Joel Hazard, one year, sort of recently, I asked him to play along to accompany three pieces I wanted this thing about the New York John, the beatest John in New York that all 7 million people in New York have walked past with a weird wonder about, and this thing, and I wanted him to play this stand-up bass. And after we had some rehearsals, he went, "How about I just sit and just play whatever I want?" I went, "Okay." And then we did the entire show, an hour and a half, and he just played what he felt, and it was fantastic. He went right along with us. It was beautiful.
Well, originally there were 3 bass players in the group. I was one of them, Hazard, and I-Flat.
Newmark.
Yeah, Newmark. So we traded off on the bass.
That's fantastic. Now, who was it you were just talking about?
Newmark.
No, you were going to ask
Oh,
about.
who's the alto player
Alto
who
sax.
played with us?
Jack Walter?
Jack Walter. He was something.
Was the first one down at Tiffany's?
No.
Where was the first one?
First one was done as TZ's Lounge. It's the bowling alley place.
Oh my
Right,
God.
right across from the overpass by the university.
Is that on your shirt, Ernie?
And we had the show,
Is
we
it?
had.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
I can't see.
Confirmed by
Should I
Artie's.
take it off?
He has a tattoo on his back.
I don't think we tried to put together a list of everywhere it's been.
It started when I was 4 years old, so, I mean, yeah.
I had,
Oh,
do you, Bob, you remember our close encounter with the pianist from the Doors? What was his name?
No, I didn't go on it.
Nick,
Oh, it was in
who
Lowell, I
was, who was
think.
the pianist from the
That was
Doors?
in Lowell.
With Ray
I
David?
didn't go to Lowell.
Dave Nazar. Dave Nazar.
There's one who was the pianist of the Doors. He was there. He didn't work with us. He had his own show. He was real asshole. However, there was a moment when I was talking to, what was his name, a younger beat generation poet who was doing the show events there. Anyway, I was talking to him.
Phil Lynn.
No. I was talking to him in this place we were going to perform, and he said, "I was talking to your friend. Which one? The one that sounds like Kerouac." You don't sound like Kerouac. He was talking about Dr. Don.
Oh!
Of course, he had known Kerouac, of course.
Okay,
One of
so
these.
I just found this particular piece in Jack Kerouac, Scattered Poems, as Tom Barton says, poems. which I always love. So at any rate, poem. I demand that the human race ceases multiplying its kind and bow out. I advise it. And as punishment and reward for making the plea, I know I'll be reborn, the last human. Everybody else dead, and I'm an old woman roaming the earth, groaning in caves, sleeping on mats. And sometimes I'll cackle, sometimes pray, sometimes cry, eat and cook. At my little stove in the corner, always knew it anyway. I'll say, and one morning, I won't get up from my mat. 1962. Scattered poems.
How did you all come together? This table, how did you all come together? Not this performance, but
I started reading him when I was in college in Philadelphia. And I read Unforgettable, of course. And then a friend of mine had this book, Baby Diamond on the poems to read. And then I was interested. I was like, tremendous.
I have a real interesting story how I came onto Jack Kerouac. Nick Muska doesn't even know this, but he introduced me to him accidentally. I had in 1976 went hitchhiking as a writer around the United States and was writing the story of that. And I was telling it to some friends, and Nick was there, and I didn't know who he was. And he said, "That sounds like On the Road." And I said, and I had no idea what he was talking about. He said, "Jack Kerouac, On the Road, don't you know?" I said, "No, I didn't." So then I went to the library and got On the Road, and it was right. Thanks.
Thanks.
And changing.
And there's a passing reference to Toledo in On the Road.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, there
Oh,
is.
the-
Come down from Detroit through Toledo.
This is a truck driver? The Ohio driver?
Huh?
Is it the Ohio driver? I can't recall. There was something that I made.
No, it's just like, you know, it's like you say, you know, yeah, we're going up to Detroit and down through Toledo and on to Cleveland.
And I was up there working for his ex-wife, father.
And you?
Actually, I don't know Jack Kerouac.
Good.
Right,
And
right.
Now,
I don't
no. And,
No, well, I'm, with the Toledo Writers Group. And so I've gotten more involved with, writing poetry. I've been to poetry. I don't write down poetry, but I still go to poetry for reading things. And I've just decided I want to get more involved. And this kind of aspects of stuff.
great.
You are? Chris?
I have to say that I'm new to Jack Kerouac as well. I've heard the name around quite a bit, but my primary art form is painting, so I don't come to it from that. But this is my fourth poetry event in the last 8 days. Yeah.
Who forced you to come?
It gets rough when you're a pro. It gets rough too.
So what other poetry event, when you said that?
Well, 2 nights ago I was at Madhouse Sessions
In Monroe.
in Michigan.
Was there a good turnout?
Yes, I was here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Where was that again?
In Monroe, Michigan.
Serendipitous Vintage in Monroe, Michigan.
Serendipity.
Madhouse Sessions presented every month.
Madhouse Sessions are
They're at Ypsilanti.
in you.
Yes.
Yeah. And last Sunday I was at Calvino's, also with Johnny.
Both of them, yeah. We get around.
Tuesday I was here.
That was a good night, yeah.
For
Midwest Poets.
Oh, yeah, Dan's thing.
Dan.
Mm-hmm, Denton. It was been busy.
Yeah, that's only 3 of them. What was the other one?
This one.
No,
And
this
this
is the fourth.
This is the 4th.
And then, of course, you're gonna come back here on Friday and hear Leonard and Diane Borson
Right,
I may
right.
do that.
at 6
Depends
p.m.
right
Friday.
on. Yeah.
Next Friday.
Oh, is that
This
the-
Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday.
Coming Friday.
Is this, well, yeah, the next.
The next Friday, the
Oh, next is the one, the next one's coming
Leonard
up.
Crest.
This Friday.
Leonard Crest will be.
Yeah.
I
know.
I have a month.
No, excited.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's usually
Right.
right.
It's the final Friday.
It's the
It
final
is,
Friday.
yeah.
So reader. So the last verse of Fee My Thumb, that famous poem of Kerouac's Fee My Thumb. You all seem a little like, is that obscure? Yes.
Yes.
Poke my parts, pop my pot, poke my pap, dip my plum. Make of it what you will, dear audience.
Just having a little fun, mother.
Yes, a little fun, mother.
You know what, I do wanna read one thing, I do wanna read one. Okay, and this is for, Ashley, who, as, one of our generation of Jacks, and cannot be with us because, oh my God, I hope she's having a baby right now. Ashley.
Oh, Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, second
Oh, my
one?
goodness.
Yes, the second one, and it's due like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So, oh, wouldn't it be good if it was from today? No. A white poem. A white, pure, spotless poem, a bright poem, a nothing poem, a no poem, non-poem, non-dream, clean, silver dawn, clear, silent of birds, pool, verbal, bark, clear, the lark, trees, the needle, pines, the rock, the pool, the sandy shore, the cleanness of dogs, the frogs, the